Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And it's PJ.
And we're on the road again, like Nelson's songs. We are out here in the boot state. We're in the mountain state, Pete. We are in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Hey y'all.
Yes, we are.
And we are here to play the Buzzards, a team that used to be out on the West Coast. They moved here a couple seasons ago, and they've been right at home here. The Colorado Buzzards playing in Colorado Springs at the Big Sky Ballpark, and they're doing okay, Pete. What was their record?
Oh, they're 19 wins and 14 losses with a winning percentage of .576.
Oh, now we know the Buzzards. When we went to the finals against, we were calling games for the Freebooters, and we went to the finals against the Buzzards. Beat them in the first game. They beat us the next two games. A lot of these same players were on that team. You know, you're looking at big names like Buttons Bunterson, Joe Trunk, Jacques Often. You know,
I was going to say my favorite, Jacques Often.
Yeah, Helena Bigsby, who did damage against us a few years back. So yeah, it's a big team like that. There's some new names. Now you got the top one at the list, the top star, Julian Mccormick, played last season. He was the top free agent at the beginning of last season. He got picked up by the Warblers. Went batted .325, had 4 home runs there, played pretty well for them. They let him go. Decided he didn't want to move out of Colorado, so he signed with the Buzzards. Now he's 44 for 132. He's hitting .333. He's got 9 home runs, 29 RBIs. He's doing great. He's got 94 power, 99 contact, 76 speed. 34 years old, making $20.4 million a year, Pete. $20 million for one guy.
That's a lot of money, so he must be worth it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of afraid to go up in it. Down at the bottom, then you got the rookie Jadiel Colon, who's warming the bench, generally speaking. He's played in 8 games so far, 9 at bats. So he's hitting .222, so respectable. We may or may not see him today. He plays left field, but could play pretty much anywhere in the infield or the outfield. He's only 19 years old, making .3.3. So if we don't see him today, we'll see him around the league in the coming seasons.
Yeah, and he looks like he's a defensive player right now. He needs to develop that offensive side of his game, I think, to be thought of as an everyday player.
Yep. And then down on the pitching staff, Shania Burns, who I think is starting tonight, right? She played last season for the LA Blowfish. She was 5-3 with the Fish with a .312 ERA. So really pretty good. She's 2-2 this season with the Buzzards and a 4.74 ERA. So still doing well. At 29 years old, making $6.8 a year.
Yeah, left-hander. I'm looking at some of the relief pitchers down there. It's Max Texas, a name I recognize so well. He's been a staple on the Buzzards for a long time.
Yeah.
Had a 5-8 record last season. He's one of the top pitchers on the staff there for the Buzzards.
Yeah. Texas. Yeah, he did well. He's 37, so he may have another season or two to go. A- ranked. He's a good addition for any team, but. So yeah, hopefully he sticks around. Hopefully this isn't his last season. I know he's going to want to go. Yeah, in fact, you check the playoffs. Well, he's got no playoff stats. So I guess it was a couple seasons back when they don't have that information. But anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't really have much to say about the last game because I didn't have time to slap the highlights together. We had to get out here as quick as we could, but we could just sort of briefly talk about it. I mean, the Beewolves went up against the hottest team in the league and outplayed them hands down.
Yeah, they did. We talked about it. It kind of looked like maybe the playoffs were going to be out of the question after the Nemesis beat them for the third time in Game 36. And we said, well, the only thing they can do is they just got to win. And so far, that's all they've been doing. So they beat the Hot Corners. They went in and, they went home and beat the Wild Pigs in front of the home fans, which made them very happy. And now they're going up against the Buzzards. So the Beewolves are not going gentle into that good night, Tom.
No, they're not. No, yeah, and we got a couple home runs. I was just showing a couple highlights there in the background as you were talking. We got a home run by Hanley Dexter's. He had one by I think Steve Monstour, and then in closing out the game, Dusty Winder comes in to strikes out the batter, and 6-1. So it was hot. It was good. good to be home for Christmas, and now going back out on the road the day after. We'll see if we can get back into form. Like I said, keep this thing going because we need to. We're gonna find out actually where we stand after we tell you some of the scores. There's a lot of games played in just that short period, 25 to tell you about, Pete. So why don't you start us off with the Heaters at the Overdogs in LA, and we'll try and catch up with this thing.
Okay, well, the Heaters travel out to take on the Overdogs. Overdogs out to an early lead, but the Heaters come roaring back, take the game 11-5.
The Outlaws go to St. Louis to play the Sirloins. It's Outlaws in front, and then they stay there 5-4.
Burners taking on the Frontrunners. Frontrunners jump out to an early lead. It's back and forth. The Frontrunners hold on to win 6-5 and 10.
Crocs and the Jacks all Houston. It's all Crocs 7-1.
The Moose taking on these very Buzzards, and the Moose jump out and win it 4-1.
The Sandcats were in Tacoma to visit the Arctics, and the Sandcats took it 3-1.
Water Bullets taking on the Frontrunners. Frontrunners 3-1.
Overdogs went down to San Diego to play the Moonstars, and it was the Moonstars as usual, 7-3.
Frontrunners taking on the Blowfish. A lot of Frontrunner games here. Blowfish all over the Frontrunners, 10-1.
Houston Jacks went out to San Diego to play the Moonstars, and it was a close game. The Moonstars won at 6-5.
Sandcats taking on the Arctic. Sandcats to an early lead. They extend it and win it 7-3.
That's 2 in a row for them. Platypi at the Buzzards here in Colorado, and the Buzzards took them 8-7.
Jacks taking on the Blowfish. Blowfish jump out to an early lead. Hold on to win 6-1.
All Philadelphia game, Frontrunners at Freedom, and the Frontrunners won at 6-1.
Nemesis taking on the Water Bullets. It's a low-scoring affair. Nemesis take it 2-1. 2-0.
Platypi were here to play Colorado, the Buzzards, and the Platypi won 7-4.
Burners taking on the Heaters. It's a hot game right there. Burners win at 5-3.
Freebooters went up to New York to play the Wide Loads. It was all Wide Loads, 3-0.
Crocs taking on the Gold Coats. It's a low score, and Gold Coats hold on to win 3-1.
Sirloins went to Tacoma, and it was the Herbivores 2-1.
Outlaws taking on the Hot Corners. Hot Corners 5-1.
He's coming in quick. The Moose at the Freedom out there in Philadelphia, and it was all Moose, 13-12 beatdown.
Grapplers taking on the Sawteeth, and it's back and forth. Ultimately, the Sawteeth pull away 11-6. They take the game.
Sirloins were out at the second game out against the Herbivores, and the Herbivores took them 7-6.
The Moose taking on the Philadelphia Freedom. The Freedom jump out to an early lead and are able to hold on and win 5-2.
Ooh.
What a flurry of games.
That's crazy.
Holy cow.
Well,
crazy.
Where does that lead us? Why don't you start off in the Pioneer Conference over there? Pathfinder Division. Tough guy.
Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division. The Blowfish sitting atop the Pathfinder Division with a half-game lead over the Crocodons. Blowfish with a record of 24-12. Crocodons sitting in second place with a record of 23-12.
Well, yeah, Blowfish now looks like tied for the hottest team in the league. Right down there in the Uncharted Division, those Wild Pigs we just beat, sour taste in their mouth. They are still in first place, though, 24-13. They have a 2.5 game lead against the San Diego Platypi, who are 22-16.
Yes, sir. Down in the Journey Division, the Grapplers and Sandcats are knotted up at the top. Grapplers with a record of 18-17 with a +4 run differential. Sandcats with a record of 19-18 with a -5 run differential, but they are locked up in first place. Freebooters, I guess, representing second place, are 7 games behind with a record of 11-24.
Yeah, the -89 differential. Well, hopefully the Sandcats could take that Journey Division. If not, I don't even know where they are for that. I'm guessing the wild card's not going to be this. The Cats are going to, if Phoenix wants to get in over there, they got to win that one.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Explorer Conference Seafair Division, it's the Philadelphia Frontrunners who played like 5 games. No, they played like 3. They're now 18-19, almost at 500. They're tied with the Gold Coats, who are 17-18. Both of them 1 game ahead of the Detroit Heaters, who are 16-19.
In our very own trade division, the Sirloins still atop with a record of 22-14, maintaining a 2-game lead over the second place Herbivores, who are sitting there with 20 wins, 16 losses on the season, and they're 2 games behind the Sirloins. Our very own Beewolves at 19-18 are in 4th place, and they are 3.5 games out of first.
It's possible. Curiosity Division, the San Diego Moonstars, 24-12, tied for the hottest record. They are a full 5.5 games ahead of the Sawteeth. I think the Moonstars have that division pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to go into the playoffs as the number 1 seed. So if the season were to end today, that's how it would wrap up. Sirloins could challenge that, but I don't see them overtaking the Moon Stars.
Well, the standings real quick. I just checked the wild card standings. So it's for the wild card in the Pioneer Conference. The Crocodons have a 2.5 game lead ahead of the Platypi. So if it ended today, the Crocs would get that wild card. Over on our side, the Herbivores would have the wild card. They're a game ahead of the Water Bullets and a game and a half of both the Sawteeth and the Beewolves, who have equal records at 19 and 18. So it's going to be a battle, man.
Yes, it is. We're going to coming down to the end here. It's really going to be you got to be playing your best baseball right here, right now. There's no room for error. Just you got to. The only way you can continue to put pressure on the other teams is just to keep winning the games. Force them into a position where they may slip up and lose one. But that's where we're at. We got our backs against the wall, and the only thing we can do is be perfect. And then we're going to need a little bit of help.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to beat a better team today, right now. But I like the way we've been playing, so we got a good shot. We're at game number 38 of 44. It's the 19 and 18 Beewolves against the 20 and 16 Buzzards, known as extreme defensive experts. But if you look at those bars, even Pete, there's really only one area they're lacking, and that's in their rotation. So if we can hit their pitchers, we could do some damage. But they got power, they got contact, they got speed, a lot of it. They're great defense. We're going to have to. I don't know. It's going to be tough, but we're going to be putting our top pitcher out there against them. Top performing pitcher right now. Actually, well, let's say she's got the most strikeouts. So Fran Giappani, the right-hander. She throws the ball hard. She puts good enough junk on it, and she's fairly accurate. She's got a 4-3 winning record with a 5.24 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP. So she's looking to drop that ERA and add to the winning record.
Definitely, and backing her up, Laura Franco at first base with excellent power and very good ability to connect and very good speed on the base pass. She's hitting .364 with 8 home runs. Hanley Dexteris, who's just been tearing it up offensively, he's locked in. And he's got better than average power, excellent ability to connect, and excellent speed on the base pass. He's hitting .372 with 12 home runs. And then Steve Monstour, who's been on a tear as of late, who's locked in but not 100% healthy today. Monstour, the catcher, has better than average power, about average ability to connect, and average speed on the base pass. He's hitting .308 with 6 home runs. And Dexteris and Monstour, by virtue of being locked in, are outperforming their career stats. So that's the big thing that I keep trying to weasel in. But the thing that's really changed with the Beewolves is just the offensive explosion that we're finally seeing them hit. I think they went about 13 games with little to no offense, really.
Yeah. This has been great recently. Just a few things about those three people. Laura Franco, the best on-base percentage in the league at today's game. Hanley Dexteris is up there for home runs, and I think the second best slugging percentage in the league. And then Steve Monstour, I think he'll probably end up playing. And look, there's Hanley's he's leading the lead in runs as well. Steve Monstour probably played it, even though he's not quite 100%, just because he's locked in. You got to kind of ride that wave.
I agree.
They're going to be facing off against the left-hander starting pitcher Shania Burns for the Buzzards. Now, Shania is coming off an injury, it looks like. She's not quite 100%. In fact, she's not even quite 80%. So she's going to be struggling a little bit physically. She's not throwing the ball very hard. She's got okay junk. She's accurate enough to kind of hold her own. So that's going to be what she's going to have to lean on. She's 2-2 on the season right now with a 4.74 ERA and a 1.16 WHIP.
And backing her up, that offensive potency with McCormick at second base with amazing power, amazing ability to connect, and very good, almost excellent speed on the base pass. He's hitting .347 with 12 home runs himself, Tom. You got Trunk, and what's the blue one? Is that On Fire?
That's On Fire, yeah.
Yeah, so both McCormick and Trunk are on fire currently. Trunk playing first base. He's got excellent power, excellent ability to connect, and better than average speed on the base pass. He's hitting .268 with 11 home runs. And then Bunterson, the shortstop, doesn't have a lot of power, but he is almost a sure hit when he's in the box, and he's got a lot of speed when he's on the base pass, and he's hitting .314 with 5 home runs himself. So you're looking at 28 home runs in those 3 guys alone. Yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah, we got 26.
I was going to say, we do have 26 over on our side, though, too.
Yeah, so it's going to be good. It's going to be. We're getting the lineup from the assistant coach looking like this. Hanley Dexter's is going to start off. Who'da thunk? He's going to play shortstop. He is locked in. Following up just behind him. Oh, actually, following behind him, Bertha Banks is going to play third base. And she'll bat second. Batting third, Laura Franco playing first base, because batting fourth cleanup is going to be the designated hitter, Ruby Green. Batting fifth and in right field, Billy LePoink. Batting sixth, Gina Torrance will play second base. Buster Biggs in left field is tense. So I don't know if we want to go with Benny Ballmer or do we want to put Biggs out. What do you think?
Why don't we go with Ballmer? We'll see how he does today.
Benny Ballmer, he likes to play, so we're going to play him. He's going to come in. He's a much better fielder than Buster Biggs, so at least he's got that going for him. Now, the assistant coach thinks Eliza Peck should play because Matsur's not quite 100%, but Matsur's locked in, so I don't know what you think about
that. Let's give him a day off.
Okay. All right, we'll go with the recommendation of our guy.
Hopefully he'll still be locked in when he comes back in the next game.
There you go. Yeah, we give him a rest. All right. So Magic Moore then is also a little tense at center field. So if we played anyone, Poke Foster plays secondary position. He wouldn't suffer in most places other than fielding, and he wouldn't suffer that much. So, I mean, we could put Poke out there in center, give it a shot.
Sure.
All right. Poke Foster. So we're gonna have 2 of our bench guys come in here today, and both of them fairly good fielders. So, and Poke Foster is a real good hitter. So this will be a nice little change of pace. All right, and then the starting pitcher, she will not hit, but she will throw, is Fran Giappani. She throws a 4-finger, the 2-finger, the curveball, the slider, and the changeup. And I'm excited to see what she's going to do today here in Big Sky Ballpark. Pete, you ready?
Yes, sir. We got another dusk game here in Big Sky Ballpark in Colorado. Beewolves taking on the Buzzards. Yeah, nice purple haze. Purple haze.
Yeah,
to the sky.
You can hit the ball a mile up here.
That'll be fun.
Hey.
Going for the Buzzards, we're going to see a little something like this. It's going to say...
Come on, interns. All right.
Punch it up.
Technical director, let's get this in here, right? Ready?
There you go. Bunterson at shortstop, Mustachio at third base, Trunk playing first, McCormick at second place, Whoopity designated hitting, Yoshida, the catcher, Borgner in left field, Colton center field, and Iduya in right field. So Hanley Dexter's, Bertha Banks, and Laura Franco prepare to face off against Shania Burns. Burns with that 4.74 ERA. Beautiful park here in Colorado. Nice Colorado flag on the upper box there.
Sure.
Hanley Dexter.
Nice crowd on hand here today.
Yes, sir. Hanley Dexter's in the box, takes the first pitch for a called strike 1. There's a smash that's going into left field. Fair ball, and he's pulled up at first for some reason. He's going to have to slide into second.
Now batting,
so Hanley Dexter's leads off with a double, Tom.
All right.
He pounded that one.
Yeah, he did. Brings the pressure up. He made her pay for throwing 2 quick strikes. There's a third strike. So far, Shania Burns hasn't thrown anything but a strike. That one's hit hard straight to third base. That gets past Bunterson, and that's going to be a clean single. And now I got runners at first and third with no outs.
The first baseman.
Yes, sir. And in steps Laura Franco, the first baseman. She's neutral and fit, hitting 364, 8 home runs on the season. Beewolves getting it going early again today. First pitch is inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Allen's high ball 2. 2 balls and no strike. Burns at 6 pitches already. Oh, that's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's pounded into center field. That's gone. And Laura Franco has gone to the upper deck with that one. That one traveled, 475 feet into the upper deck. That's her 9th home run, 26th RBI of the season. And just like that, the Beewolves are on top 3-0. Ruby Green stepping in.
Oh, my gosh. Wow, that was a towering home run. Yeah, upper deck and center field is not something that happens often. And now it's tense pitching. That one's hit foul, Souvenir. Shania Burns hasn't even got to 10 pitches. That's her 10th pitch now. And it's already 3-0 Beewolves. Fouled off again. Aircraft taken off in the background. Kind of neat to see. That one misses ball one. Oh, and the third pitch makes outside corner strikeout.
Yes, sir. And instead of Billy LeBlanc, the right fielder, he favors the high pitch. He's hitting .371 with 4 home runs and 28 RBIs. Beewolves 3, Buzzards nothing. First pitch is outside, ball 1. That's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. That's in there for a called second strike. And now LeBlanc behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allen's outside. 2-2 now. There's a smash foul along the third baseline into the dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is empty for LeBlanc. That's a smash, and that's going to get into center field for a clean single, and Billy LeBlanc is on first with 1 out.
Wow, I'm a little surprised at this Buzzards defense, which is supposed to be so stellar. It seems to be taking the night off so far. Gina Torrance hitting .371 with 2 home runs and 10 RBIs in the season. That one misses a little bit high, ball 1 in the count. Got Billy LeBlanc at first base, who's not fast. It's going nowhere. That one's 2-0 with 1 out. High misses ball 3, and Shania Burns having a hard time hitting that strike zone. That one's right in there. It's a hard, but that's a straight to McCormick for Bunterson for 1 and over to Trunk to finish the side.
So Beewolves pick up 3 runs on 4 hits. Buttons, Bunterson, Mario Mustachio, and Joseph Trunk in a face-off against Japani in the bottom of the first. Japani with a 5.24 ERA.
Now batting, the shortstop, Buttons Bunterson.
Bunterson hitting .314, 5 long balls, 20 ribs. Good contact there. Watch the first one going outside corner, strike 1. He's still been cool in right-hand batter's box. Knows what he can do. 0-1 the count. Frangipani throws the second pitch. That's out to left field. Oh, and Benny Ballmer dives for it, and he's not able to get it. He was a little underneath it. He's going to throw it into the stairs, and Bunterson's going to end up at second base. Boy, I thought Ballmer was going to get that, but he just mistracked it. That brings in Mario Mustachio, and he's got a fast runner at second base. Check swing strike 1. Frangipani's got 3 under belt, going for number 4. Gets her signal from Peck. Nods. Winds up, throws it. Breaking pitch low. Misses ball 1 piece. Good crowd on hand today. Goes back to second to try and get Bunterson. Dexteris can't quite pick him. But it's a good attempt. Fans don't like it, but I like it. Fouled off the net. 1-2 to Mario Mustachio, who's looking a little bit tense. Hits that one hard, though, to Bertha Banks. She goes to second. She's going to go to... Oh, I pressed the button. Nothing happened. Goes to Gina Torrance, who just holds it. And it ends up being a single. So now you got runners at first and second, and no outs. You got Joe Trunk up, open for that double play. That one's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Check, swing. That one just misses ball 1. We're at 1 apiece. Inside corner. That's popped hard. Foul ball. Souvenir in the upper deck. 1-2. Japani needs 1 more. Her 10th pitch. Swinging a miss. Strike 3. Trunk drops the bat in frustration. And we got 2 down. Now you got Julian McCormick, though, who's on fire. 347. The outfield's going to go deep. They're going to hang out by the wall. And we'll see what Japani comes at. A breaking pitch. It's a liner to Bertha Banks, who oh my gosh, doesn't step on the bag. Throws to second, misses. Throws to first, misses. Everyone's freaking safe. Everyone's safe. Ugh. With 1 out. All right, they got bases loaded with 1 out. We need Whoopity to hit into a double play. It's popped up, infield fly, and Eliza Peck's over waving him off, and she's going to make that catch and get that second out. Which brings in Dano Yoshida, who's hitting .323 with 4 home runs and 19 RBIs, and let's see if Frangipani can close him down. First one's right in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. It'd be nice for her to get out of this situation. Breaking pitch strike 2, especially since the defense has let her down thus far. 0-2 to Yoshida, who low and inside. He didn't go. It was a good pitch selection. He doesn't go. 1-2 the count. 16th pitch. Swinging with strike 3, and she gets out, Petey. Breaks the bat. Way to go, Frangipani.
All right, so he's heading to the top of the second. It's Beewolves 3, Buzzards nothing. Benny Ballmer, Eliza Peck, and Poke Foster are going to take their first look at Shania Burns. Burns threw 22 pitches with 1 strikeout, giving up 4 hits in that first inning. Ballmer hitting .375, no home runs and no RBIs. He's neutral and fit. Ballmer playing left field today. First pitch is low, ball 1. There's a smash, and that's deep into left center field. That's gone.
Hey, Benny!
Another home run for Benny Ballmer. That traveled 397 feet. Ballmer's first home run of the season and his first RBI. Way to go, Benny. Everybody seems to be firing right now. Eliza Peck steps in.
Yeah, Eliza Peck hitting .226. It's now 4-0. Beewolves on a tear, an offensive tear. That's a cricket pitch. Skips off the base. 1-0 the count. That one's right in there for a strike. 1 apiece. Ooh, an early swing, strike 2 to Eliza Peck. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Top of the second. Swings at another bad pitch, and she goes down on strikes.
The center fielder.
Polk Foster, the center fielder, is hitting .308. No home runs and no RBIs. Beewolves up 4-0 in the top of the second. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. There's a bloop single in the right field, so Polk Foster will be standing on first base with only 1 out.
All right, yeah, we got our backups really contributing so far today, Pete.
Yeah, getting a good opportunity. 1-for-1 with a double, baby.
Yeah, it's Hanley Dexteras now. He's locked in, playing great recently. Pulls one hard towards his own dugout foul and won the count. He's got a runner at first base, a slow runner. That one way outside. Ball 1 apiece. That one misses outside. Good patience. Dexteras is 2-1 now. That one again misses outside. It looks like hitter's pitch, but she could walk him. Hard hit though, into the gap into right field, and it's a clean single. Benny Ballmer slides into second. Runners now at first and second with just that 1 out, Pete.
Yes, sir. And Bertha Banks steps in. She's playing third base, locked in and fit. 1-for-1 today. Bertha Banks can go deep as well. Burns up to 36 pitches in the second inning. That first pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and now Banks is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. That's going to be a bloop single into left field. Borgner will come up firing, but everybody's going to hold tight. So bases loaded now with 1 out.
Wow.
And Laura Franco stepping in.
I can't get around this offense. Here comes Laura Franco, 1-for-1 with a home run, a huge home run to the upper deck center. And Shania Burns is really losing it here. I don't know why they're keeping her, and they must have other tired pitches. First one misses ball, second one misses ball. She's going to have to throw to her. There's the pitch. Hard liner, foul ball. Look out, folks. 2-1 the count. That one's in there. She pops that off, hands a souvenir on the first base side. She's handing them out, ladies and gentlemen. That one's off the net. Nobody gets that one. We're even at 2 apiece with 1 out. Outside corner. Now she's really working her out in her undugout foul. It's another foul ball off there. And Shania Burns has got to be hoping to get out of this one. There's that infield fly. Popped up to short left field. Bunterson picks it in for the second out. Only the second out.
Ruby Green, the first baseman. She's a designated hitter, actually. Neutral and fit. 0-for-1 today. Known as an RBI man. Bases are loaded now with 2 outs. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's inside ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. That's in there for called strike 1-2. That one's high, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ruby Green smashes that one into center field. Unfortunately, they only got 1 across the plate, but it's 5-1, 5-0 now.
Wow, there's the RBI. Man, getting the RBI. Now it's Billy the Boink who's 1-for-1 with a single, and the Beewolves just on a tear. Top of the second inning, 5-0. Billy Boink hits it hard. It's foul ball down the first base line, though. 0-1 the count. Fans trying to get their team into it.
God.
There's another fly ball in the shallow left field, and Bunterson grabs that for the 3rd out.
Scores 5-0. Beewolves out hitting the Buzzards 9-2. Ralph Borgnar, Thurman Colton, Emilio Iduya going to face off against Japani for the first time. Japani threw 16 pitches with 2 strikeouts, gave up 2 hits in her half of the first inning. Borgnar, the left fielder's neutral and fit. He's hitting .213 with 7 RBIs so far. Borgnar.
Oh boy, I had some lag there.
That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Borgnar. There's a smash, but that's foul along the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rolf Borgner. A swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes with no outs. Borgner now behind in the count. That's fouled off along the first baseline. Borgner will get another pitch. That's fouled off as well into the dugout along the first baseline. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Japani up to 21 pitches. That's in there for call. 3rd strike. Borgner, watch that one go by. Thurman Colt is tense but fit. He's hitting .260 on the season with 5 home runs, 21 RBIs. 1 ball, no balls. Yes, swing and a miss by Colt. No balls, 1 strike with 1 out. That one's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Base is empty for Colt. That's fouled off. And now Colt finds himself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colt is tense but fit. There's a line drive to Bertha Banks. Will make the catch for the 2nd out. 2 quick outs and Emilio Adoya hitting .333 with 5 RBIs. He's playing right field for the Buzzards. There's a roller to Dexter's who's going to have to barehand it, get it there quick, and he does. 3 up, 3 down in the Buzzard half of the 2nd. So as we head to the top of the 3rd, Beewolves 5 runs on 9 hits. Buzzards no runs on 2 hits. Gina Torrens 0 for 1. Benny Ballmer 1 for 1 with a home run, and Eliza Peck 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Shania Burns at 54 pitches entering the 3rd inning. Gina Torrens is tense but fit. First pitch is in there for Colt. Strike 1. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gina Torrens. That's popped up into center field. And Colt is there to make the catch for the 1st out. 1 down.
Brings in Benny Ballmer. Benny Ballmer 1 for 1 with a home run, hitting .400 on the season. So it's good to see Benny in the game here. Takes first one low, good patience. Ball 1 no. That one's right in there. Hits it hard, and that's going to be 2 singles. Benny's going 2 for 2. That goes out to right center field, and Benny is rounding for 3rd. And he's going to get in there, Pete. Slides in for a triple. Way to extend it, Benny.
Way to go, Benny Ballmer. Eliza Peck, the catcher's 0 for 1 today. Runner at 3rd base with 1 out. Burns up to bunts that into the air. It's going to drop. Burns is going to make the throw to first for the 2nd out, but Benny Ballmer crosses the plate for another run. Polk Foster stepping in.
All right, Polk. Now it's 6-0 Beewolves. First one's low. I don't see how they're going to get out of this without getting it. He pops that one up in the right center field, going back, but waving it off is Idoya. He pulls that in for the 3rd out.
Idoya. So it's now Beewolves 6 runs on 10 hits. Buzzards no runs on 2 hits. Bunterson 1 for 1 with a double. Mario Mustachio 0 for 1 and Joseph Truck 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Japani up to 27 pitches with 3 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits.
The shortstop, Buttons
Bunterson looks like he needs a shave. Chewing gum or something. Chewing something. Wind up delivery. Hits a roller off, a foul back off the wall. 0-1 the count. Bottom of the 3rd, 6-0 Beewolves. Swing and a miss on a nice pitch there by Japani high and inside. 0-2. She goes right at him, but just misses. 1-2 the count. 30 pitches under her belt. Number 31 right here. Pulls that slider on the outside, foul. 1-2 the count still. Inside corner, fouls that one off the net, and he's making her throw. And still at 1-2. That one in the dirt. Check swing, though. He wanted to chase it. We're knotted up now, 2 apiece. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good breaking pitches here by Japani. She's trying to get to that K lead, Pete. She's in there.
Yes, sir.
She's in the top 3 right now, I believe. And she's facing now Mario Mustachio, who's still looking a little bit tense. Pulls a hard foul off the wall towards his own dugout. 0-1 the count. A lot of kids here at the game today. Cheering on there. Both the Beewolves and the Buzzards. That one's fouled. Then that one's fouled off. We had a 1-2 count. Now we're 1 out. Nobody on. Right. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another K by Japani, who's looking dangerous tonight. But here comes the always dangerous Joseph Trunk, who's 0 for 1, but on fire. And the outfield is going to go back and play deep for Trunk, who can get the first point for the Buzzards here. The crowd getting into it, hoping he could do just that. Now misses up by the hands. He was never going to swing at that one. 1-0 the count. Here comes the second pitch by Japani. He makes it outside corner. It's a strike at 1 apiece now. The safety is off. Japani locked in. Trunk on fire. 2 quick strikes now. And she's ahead of him 1-2. 42nd pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss high and inside. She fans him, Pete. Oh, not half. That's 2 strikeouts for Trunk.
Yes, sir. So we're getting into the 4th inning. Beewolves holding on to that 6-0 lead. Haley Dexter is 2 for 2 with a double. Bertha Banks 2 for 2, and Alora Franco 1 for 2 with a home run. Shania Burns at 62 pitches with 2 strikeouts, giving up 10 hits. Haley Dexter is locked in and fit. He's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. He's a tough out utility player. He's facing off against Shania Burns, who is tense, strained, and her velocity is slowing. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a smash just foul along the third baseline. Haley Dexter is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Known though is around the league as a tough out. There's a smash, and that's fair. That's going to get into the corner, and unfortunately Dexter is going to have to hold up with a single. It didn't get very far. It looked like if it was moving a little bit quicker, he might have been able to get to second.
But look at this production. You got Bertha Biggs now, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Shania Burns waits, throws the first one high for strike. 0-1 the count. Second one outside, ball 1. 1 apiece. There goes Dexter for second. Such a slow pitch. He's got there plenty of time. Steals second base. And now runner at second with no outs. So he misses outside. It's still distracting with the planes take off in the background there. Oh, Bertha Banks hits that one out of here, Pete. That is off the wall. She's going to come into second base and hold up there and bring in Haley Dexter. It's now 7-0. A nice double and a run in.
Yes, sir. And in steps Alora Franco, 1 for 2 with a home run, 3 RBIs on the day. They've had enough now. Shania Burns is going to get pulled, and they're going to bring in Meek Commonly, the relief pitcher. Commonly with a 2.56 ERA, a 1.26 whip, 29 strikeouts. He's tense but fit. He's got good velocity. His junk and accuracy suffer, and his accuracy, as a matter of fact, his accuracy is just completely gone. He's pretty well rested. He's known as a composed pitcher. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a cut fastball, and a curveball. So Meek Commonly coming in the top of the 4th to relieve Shania Burns. First pitch is outside, ball 1. There's a smash that's going to get into, unfortunately, it's going to be caught by Colt in center field for the first out. Bertha Banks was off with the hit, had to get back to second, so nobody advanced.
He throws quick. Ruby Green's up now, 1 for 2. And known as the RBI man, got an RBI a little bit earlier. He's got a runner at second base. He pops that one up into left center field. Borgner's going to pull that in, and Buster Biggs, someone has to come back. Whoever's at second.
Bertha Banks.
Right, that's true.
2 down, Bertha Banks at second base. Billy LeBoink favors the high pitch. He's 1 for 2 today. Commonly throwing his 4th pitch here. It's inside, ball 1. There's a shot. That's going to get, almost got into right field, but McCormick laid out and was able to keep that one in the infield and throw LeBoink out at first. So the Beewolves put another one on the board, making it 7-0 Beewolves. Julian McCormick 1 for 1, Sloop Whoopity 0 for 1, and Dano Yoshido 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Japani had 42 pitches with 6 strikeouts so far, Tom. McCormick, the second baseman, on fire and fit, 1 for 1 with a single. Just made a great defensive play against Billy LeBoink, who looked like he might have picked up a RBI there. First pitch from Japani is in there for called strike. Strike 1. Japani is locked in right now. That one's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs to Julian McCormick. Swing and a miss, and now McCormick finds himself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 7-0 Beewolves. That's fouled straight back. McCormick will get another pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 7-0 Beewolves in the bottom of the 4th. That's fouled off straight back. McCormick making Japani pitch. There's a shot, and Gina Torrens is going to try and lay out and get it, but she won't. That's going to roll into center field, but Pope Foster will get it in quickly, holding Michaels to a single. So Julian Michaels at first base. Loop Whoopity stepping in. Whoopity 0 for 1 today. Whoopity the designated hitter. Michaels has speed over there at first, so Japani throws over to keep him close. First one, that's going to get into right field, and they're going to try and stretch that to third. And the throw was there, but Bertha Banks didn't catch it. So now Buzzards are threatening. The runners at first and third with no outs. Both runners have speed, and Dano Yoshido 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. There's a roller, but that'll be foul. So no balls, 1 strike to Yoshido. Throw over to first, and a runner's back. It's fouled off. So now Dano Yoshido is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs with runners at first and third. That's fouled off as well. Japani throwing her 53rd pitch inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Japani steps off the bag. Both runners get back to the base. There's a roller to Dexter's, who flips it to second for 1. They try to get the second over to first, but they don't. And the Buzzards put 1 on the board, so it's 7-1 now. Runner at first base, 1 out. Ralph Borgener stepping in. First pitch is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runner at first. That one's low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That's inside. 3 quick balls to Borgener. Swing and a miss. 3 balls and a strike now to Borgener. 1 out. Runner at first base does not have a lot of speed. Swing and a miss. And now Borgener has got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. There's a shot, and that's going to get into right field. And Billy LeBoinc's going to come up firing, and he's going to make the throw to Banks, who fields it this time, but nobody tries LeBoinc. So runners at first and second now with 1 out. Thurman Colt, who's tense but fit, he's 0 for 1 today. Colt playing center field for the Buzzards. That's fouled off, straight back. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Colt was out in front of that one, so now he's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runners at first and second. That's in there for Colt, 3rd strike, and Thurman took that one, so 2 down now, and Emilio Adoya steps into the batter's box. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Adoya hitting .323. Takes the first pitch for Colt. Strike 1. That's in there for Colt. 2nd strike, and very quickly Adoya is in the hole. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Adoya goes down on strikes. So the shutout's gone, but Chapati's still racking up the pace. It's 7-1 as we go into the top of the 5th. Beewolves. Gina Torrens 0 for 2. Benny Ballmer 2 for 2 with a home run and a triple. Eliza Peck 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Commonly threw 5 pitches in his half of the 4th. Gina Torrens is tense but fit. She's hitting 0 for 2 today.
Yeah, Beewolves have yet to not score in an inning. That's how good they've been doing recently. First one's right in there for a strike from Comedy. Second one's in there, but it's diving. McCormick misses it. Knocks it down, but she's going to get on base safe first.
Yeah. Benny Ballmer's neutral fit, 2 for 2, a home run, a triple, and an RBI. Got the speedy Gina Torrens over at first base. First smash, and Benny Ballmer looks like he may have a. Oh, it's off the wall. Oh, no. Yeah, she's going to get thrown out. God dang it. What are you doing?
Well, he gets a double.
Yeah, but Gina Torrens got thrown out. That's not heads up base running. I mean, he should have been holding the button down.
Yeah, but how about
I thought
Benny?
it was going. Benny Ballmer's hitting the ball hard today.
Yeah. First one misses inside ball. Second one right in there. It's going to be a grounder, though, straight to Bunterson. He's going to throw it to first, get that second out, but advances Ballmer to third.
The center fielder, Poke Foster.
Poke Foster, the right fielder, is 1 for 2 with a single. Foster playing center field today. Commonly up to 10 pitches. There's a smash. That's right to the third baseman, Mustachio. He'll make the throw to first for the third out. So the first inning where the Beewolves don't score after my partner mentioned that they scored. It's Beewolves 7, Buzzards 1, Buttons Bunterson 1 for 2, Mario Mustachio 0 for 2, and Joseph Trunk 0 for 2. Buttons Bunterson, the shortstop, is 1 for 2 with a double today.
He is a solid contact hitter with 5 home runs. Fouls that one straight back. 0-1 the count to Bunterson. Got some fans here cheering him on. That one outside corner, strike 2, and Japan is quickly ahead. Let's see if she can get him to chase. Gets a signal from Peck. Nods, winds up, throws it. Popped up into center field. Poke Foster coming under it. Runs up, grabs that for the first out. Now you got Mario Mustachio, who's hitting 220 and 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Japani throwing her 70th pitch to him. It's a little roller straight to Banks, who's going to whip it across to first and get that second out. Good pace. That brings up Joseph Trunk, who's 0 for 2, still locked in. Still a dangerous power hitter. Japani sizing him up, throws the first one, makes it there for a strike. The outfield's going to fade back. That's a roller right back to Japani. He picks it up, throws to first. 3 up, 3 down.
3 down, and the fitness went down on that one.
Yeah, I don't
so
know if he hurt him.
Yeah, it looked like he might have pulled something on the way to first. Top of the 6th, it's still 7-1 Beewolves. Hanley Dexter 3 for 3. Bertha Banks 3 for 3. Laura Franco 1 for 3 with a home run. Commonly is still pitching. Hanley Dexter is on fire and fit. He's 3 for 3, a double, 2 singles. Currently hitting .384, Tom.
Yeah, and Trunk has pulled his hamstring, it looks like, but he's still out there right now. First pitch misses ball, second pitch misses ball, and Commonly's having a hard time getting that strike zone. Way outside, gets away from the catcher. Now we're at 3-0. Dexter should just watch this one, and he does. It's a 4-pitch walk. That's not a good start for the Buzzards.
No, sir. So runner at first base with nobody out. Bertha Banks 3 for 3, a double, 2 singles, and an RBI. And there goes, and the ball bounces, and it rolls into center field, but Hanley Dexter stole second, so runner at second base with nobody out. That one's outside, ball 2, and Commonly seems to be struggling around that. Ball 3, so Commonly has not thrown a strike in the 6th inning yet. 3 balls, no strikes with no outs. That's an infer called strike. Strike 1. That one's outside, ball 4. So again, 9 pitches, only one of them a strike for Commonly.
Well, yeah, they may have to do something different. Now, Laura Franco's 1 for 3. Commonly's having a hard time hitting that strike zone. His 21st pitch outside. It's a ball to her as well. Got a fast runner at second, and a fast enough runner at first.
Oh, no.
Roller to third. They're going to get 1. No, they got 1. Okay, they didn't tag the base. They threw it to second, got 1 out. They missed the one at first, so they only got 1 out on that. They could have got a triple play.
They could have. Runners at first and third with 1 out, and Ruby Green stepping in, the designated hitter. Fouls that one off. No balls, 1 strike with 1 out.
Oh,
swing and a miss. And a ball over her head. No balls, 2 strikes. And Ruby Green popped it into the air, and she's going to make the throw to first for the sacrifice. But Haley Dexter crosses the plate, so the Beewolves pick up another run.
Billy Boink likes a high pitch. We all know about it. You hear about it every time he's up. First one misses first one's in for a strike. 0-1 the count. And then it's in for a ball. Good patience by Billy Boink, who's trying to get this pitch count up. 28 pitches, and you're pretty safe letting Commonly throw to you. There's 3 balls now. 3-1. He got a hitter's pitch, but he's composed apparently. So he lofts that one right in there, straight to Mustachio at third. And throws it to first and gets that third out.
Dag nabbit, but it's Beewolves 8 runs on 14 hits. Buzzards 1 run on 5 hits. Julian Mccormick 2 for 2. Sloop Whitbody 1 for 2. And Dano Yoshida 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Japani had 72 pitches with 8 strikeouts, giving up 5 hits. Her ERA is down to 4.96. Julian McCormick, the shortstop, is on fire and fit. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. That's fouled off. Strike 1. Beewolves 8, Buzzards 1, and this one, that's going to be right to Gina Torrance. She'll pick it up, double pump, make the throw to Alora Franco. They retire Julian McCormick for the first time today. Sloop Whippity, the designated hitter, steps up. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. 1 out, base is empty for Whippity. First pitch is inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Whoopity trying to get things going for the Buzzards. Swing and a miss, and now Whoopity finds himself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Japani delivers. That's a lifted to Hanley Dexteris, who's going to make the trek out to shallow left to make the catch. So 2 quick outs. Dano Yoshida, the right fielder, 0 for 2, but he's got an RBI today. Japani up to 78 pitches. First pitch is low, ball 1. Yoshida anticipated that pitch. There's a smash, but right to Gina Torrance. Will take a couple of steps to her left and make the catch for the 3rd out. So we're heading into the top of the 7th. Beewolves 8, Buzzards 1. Stepping into the box for the Beewolves, Gina Torrance 1 for 3. Benny Ballmer 3 for 3. A home run, a triple, and a double. If Ballmer can hit a single, he's going to hit the cycle, Tom. Gina Torrance is 10th but fit, 1 for 3 with a single. Max Texas coming in from the bullpen, Tom. He's A- relief pitcher. He's got a 2.14 ERA, a 0.93 whip, 39 strikeouts. He's locked in and fit. He's got very good velocity, very good junk. He's got better than average accuracy. He's not fully rested, but he's almost still fully rested. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. So top of the 7th, and we're looking at Max Texas. First pitch to Torrance is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for called. Second strike. 0-2 now to Torrance. There's a grounder to the third baseman. He'll pick it up, make the throw to first to retire Torrance. 1 down.
He's going right at it. Benny Ballmer 3 for 3 with a home run. Who is this guy, Pete? It's a hard one, but that's straight to McCormick. There goes the run. And he's 2nd out.
Well, yeah, he should have at least 1 more opportunity. All he needs is a single, and he'll get the cycle. Eliza Peck 0 for 2 with an RBI. The last time, there's a smash. That's high. Unfortunately, it's foul, but wow. Eliza Peck with a lot of power there. Swing and a miss. She's in the hole now, 0-2 with 2 outs. Base is empty in the top of the 7th. There's a smash again. A nice smash by Peck, but foul. There it is. That's going to get into center field for a clean single. So Eliza Peck ekes out a single with 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Good for Peck there. And that brings in Poke Foster as 1 for 3 with a single. 3-12 in the season. He's got a very slow runner at first base in Eliza Peck. Texas looking good. Whips that one across. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Poke Foster. That one's right in there well, strike 2. He likes to get ahead and put him in the hole. His 11th pitch now is a little high. That's popped up. And his center field waving that off is going to be Colt. Colt for that 3rd out.
Going into the bottom of the 7th, it's 8-1 Beewolves. Ralph Borgnar, 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Thurman Colt, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Emilio Idoia, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Japani had 80 pitches with 8 strikeouts, giving up 5 hits.
Fielder, roll, Borgnar.
1 for 2.
Borgnar.
80 pitches under her belt to Fran Japani. Kids getting comfortable back there. First one's there for a strike. 0-1 count. Clapping on their team. The Buzzards. That one misses. 1 apiece. Fans open Borgnar to do something here. He gets a piece once, fouls it off, and that's going to be a souvenir for some little kid 3 rows back. 1-2 the count. Still locked in. Swings, fouls it off. Trapani looking to go for the strikeout lead. Hard hit to Gina Torrance. Picks it up off the ground. Whips it to first. Gets that first out. Brings in Thurman Colt, who's been active in center field, catching a lot of balls. But he's 0 for 2 and a little tense. First pitch inside corner makes it strike one. Colt in the left-hand batter's box with bounce in his step. Hits that curveball to Gina Torrance, who picks it up, throws to first. Deja vu. 2 down. And now it's Emilio Adoya's turn, who's also 0 for 2. He's got a lot of speed if he gets on, but he's not a great hitter. Ooh, that one up near his hands, which he anticipated. And now that one misses low. We got 2 quick balls and 2 outs. That one misses outside ball. Japani a little outside there on our 90th pitch. Curveball makes it in there for a strike. 3-1 now. Hitter's pitch. That was a check swing. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Now we got a full count. Japani coming back. Pops that one up behind the plate. Eliza Peck sees it. She grabs
trying to get her to 10
out.
Strikeouts on the day. I don't know if she's going to make it, though. We may have to pull her soon. Beewolves heading into the top of the 8th. Beewolves holding on to that 7-run lead there. Beewolves 8, Buzzards 1. Henley Dexter's 3 for 3 with a double and a walk. Bertha Banks 3 for 3 with a double and a walk. Henley Dexter's on fire and fit. He's 3 for 3, a double, 2 singles and a walk.
A lot of walking going on here. They're getting their,
he's hitting 384. 384, Tom, with 12 home runs, 25 RBIs. There's a smash. Make it 13 home runs.
Yeah.
There it is. Just over the fence there. For his 13th, he's making a run for the. That one went 423 feet. That's his 13th home run, 26th RBI of the season. He's making a run for the home run title. Bertha Banks steps in.
Yes, and she's 3 for 3. What a change a couple days makes. That one misses a little bit high. Ball 1. Texas throwing his 15th pitch.
Oh,
it's
Pete.
High, and she pops it up.
Honest to God.
Little
man.
floater
Really?
left field.
What the freak, man.
Borgner pulls it in.
Damn. Laura Franco, the first baseman, neutral and fit. 1 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs today. God, that one's inside, ball 1. That's fouled off. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Oh, that was high. Ball strike. That's ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. It's going to be a single into left field. Borgenarm pick it up and throw it into second to hold Franco to a long single. 1 out runner at first base.
Crowd doesn't know what to think of. They don't know what's going on. Their team should be winning this one. It is now Ruby Green, who's 1 for 3. Runner at first base and 1 out. The RBI man pounds one to left center field. It's high off the wall.
Come on, man.
It's thrown in a nice double by Ruby Green.
Now batting the right fielder.
Runners at second and third now with 1 out. Billy LeBoink favors the high pitch. He's 1 for 4 with a single. LeBoink with 28 RBIs though on the season. So, that one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That one's low. Texas staying away from LeBoink here. Finally gets that one across the plate. 3 balls and a strike down to LeBoink. That's way inside. And Texas has now walked LeBoink. That loads the bases for Gina Torrance.
Pressure way up now. 1 for 4 with a single. The only way the Buzzards are getting out of this is with a double play. And they're going to seat Gina Torrance, who, like I said, is having a bit of a tough go here recently. Even though she's hitting 367, she's a little tense. The pressure's up. They're going to bring in Freddie Knox because they want to add to this score here. Freddie Knox is hitting 333 on the season. 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Great contact hitter with a lot of speed. So let's see if Freddie could punch one in. First one misses for a ball. Good patience there, Mr. Knox. 1-0 the count. That one's a little high, but he fouls it off. Souvenir, 1 apiece. That one, he pops to left field. It's going back. It's to the wall. Off the wall. Everyone's going around. That's going to be multiple bases. They're going to hold up, and he gets the RBI, and it's now 11-1 Beewolves.
All right, Benny Ballmer is locked in and fit. He's 3 for 4. A home run, triple, and a double. And there goes Texas. They chased Texas out of the game. And they'll be bringing in Dax Singh. Dax Singh, the closing pitcher, with a 6.16 ERA, a 1.58 whip, 24 strikeouts. He's neutral and fit. He's got good velocity, better than average junk, and good accuracy. He's fully rested. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. And he'll be facing off against Benny Ballmer, who needs a single to have hit for the cycle. The first player I think I'd see hitting for the cycle. 2 quick balls from Singh. That one's high ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to Benny Ballmer. That one's low ball 4, so Benny Ballmer will walk. And now you got runners at the bases loaded for Eliza Peck, 1 for 3 with a single, Tom.
Wow, not what you expected to see. He's going to hope to get that nice floating pop-up. She tries, swing and miss, strike 1. Oh, on the count. That one misses high inside, ball 1. 1 apiece. Pressure way up here, top of the 8th. Pulls that one foul. 1-2 the count to Eliza Peck. That one's a little bit low. Ball 2. We're not at 2 apiece. 1 out here on the top of the 8th.
No.
There's a little roller to Mustachio, who goes to second for 1 and first for 2. They get that double play they need.
But the Beewolves put 3 more on the board, making it 11-1 as we head into the bottom of the 8th. Buttons Bunterson, 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. Mario Mustachio, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And Joseph Trunk, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Japani had 93 pitches and 8 strikeouts. Buttons Bunterson, the shortstop's neutral and fit. He's 1 for 3 with a double today. Now on at second base, Freddie Knox. Freddie Knox playing second base. That one's low, ball 1. Japani throwing her 95th pitch. She's locked in and fit right now. That's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs to Buttons Bunterson. That one's too high, ball 2. 2-1 now. That's a hard hit foul ball along the third base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no out. That's fouled straight back. Bunterson buys himself another pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes with no outs. That's fouled off as well. Japani now starting to show some signs of wear. That's fouled off as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Japani getting ready to throw her 101st pitch. And that's a roller to Dexteros, who'll pick it up, make the throw to first, and get Bunterson for the first out. So 1 down, and Mario Mustachio, the 10th but 5th third baseman, is 0 for 3 today. Japani had 101 pitches.
Wow.
First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. There's a shot to Bertha Banks. He'll make the catch. The line drive liner to Bertha Banks for the second out. Joseph Trunk locked in but weak.
Oh, boy.
And Trunk's going to get pulled for Helena Bigsby. Helena Bigsby hitting .211 with 2 home runs, 5 RBI. She's neutral and fit. She's got less than average power. She's got good contact, and her speed. She struggles with speed. She's got good power versus left-handed pitching. So Helena Bigsby will come in, and they'll let Fran Japani take the rest of the day off, which is great because she's going to pitch. There's a smash, and that's going to be caught by Alora Franco and flipped.
Skipped off the bag.
Yeah, to Fran Japani for the third out. Wow, what a play. So the Beewolves, 11 runs on 19 hits. The Buzzards, 1 run on 5 hits. Poke Foster, 1 for 4. Hanley Dexteros, 4 for 4 with a home run, a double, and a walk. Poke Foster, the right fielder, steps in. He's 1 for 4 with a single.
All right, Poke, come on, get on base. Now at first base for the I'm sorry.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Helena Bigsby playing first base for the Buzzards. That one's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs. That's a smash. That's going into center field. That's out of here, Tommy. That's another home run. And Poke Foster now is getting into the home run derby. That one traveled 402 feet. That's his first home run and first RBI of the season. And, boy, these backups are taking advantage of this game here, Tom.
Holy cats. Everybody. Hanley Dexteros, 4 for 4. A double, 2 singles, a walk, an RBI. I can't even read all that stuff that fast. Top of the 9th. That was right there for a strike, 0-1 the count. 14th pitch by Dax Singh in there for a strike. He's going right at him. 0-2, but Hanley's a tough out. We all know this. That one's low, good patience. 1-2 the count. Getting that pitch count up. That one's in. It's a rolling swing foul ball, first base line. He's coming at him quick. That one's down the line, third base, but foul. Still 1-2. Fouls that one off. He's really bringing up this pitch count on their closer. It's another foul ball. There's a whole bunch of foul balls. Still 1-2. Crowd on their feet. Ooh, that one almost hits him. He has to back out. We're even at 2 apiece. Inside near the hands, fouls it off. 2-2. Plane taken off. Hard hit straight to Bigsby. A line drive for that first.
After all that, Bertha Banks, the third baseman, 3 for 4, a double, 2 singles, a walk, and an RBI, hitting .379 on the season. Nobody on, 1 out, top of the 9th. First pitch from Singh is a called strike 1. Swing and a miss by Bertha Banks she's in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. That one's high, 2-2 now to Bertha Banks. That's fouled off.
It's coming in quick.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Yeah, they seem to be. There's a line drive to McCormick at second base. He'll make the catch for the second out. So 2 quick outs and Laura Franco stepping in.
She's 2 for 5. There goes Dak Singh. He couldn't quite hang in there, Pete. He was losing it. He's not used to pitching that long. He's going to leave. They're going to bring in the starter/reliever, Bradley Bowler, who has pitched recently. So he's a little tired to begin with. He's got a respectable 2.59 ERA, though, and a 1.15 whip with 32 Ks. So they're hoping he can get them out of this. He's pretty average on most of his stuff, known mostly for his junk. He throws a 4-finger, 2-finger, the slider, and the changeup. First one's inside for ball 1. Good patience. Lower Franco, good eye. Second one misses inside, ball 2. 2-0, and Baller's having a hard time finding that strike zone. 3-0 now, and is it going to be a 4-pitch walk? No, she hits a liner into the gap in right center field. Dodoya picks it up, and she's going to be on first with a single.
So 2-out single for Laura Franco. Ruby Green, the designator, 2 for 4 with a double, a single, and 2 RBIs. Laura Franco at first base with 2 outs. There's a roller that's going to be to Julian Michaels. He'll pick it up, make the throw to first base for the 3rd out. So we're heading into the bottom of the 9th. Beewolves, 12 runs on 21 hits. Buzzards, 1 run on 5 hits. Julian McCormick, 2 for 3. Sloop Whippity, 1 for 3. And Dano Yoshida, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Fran Japani had 104 pitches with 8 strikeouts.
The time for the closer. Up comes Julian McCormick, who Pete keeps calling Julian Michaels. Still. And here comes Smack Avery, the closer. 3.60 ERA, a 1.00 whip, and 3 Ks on the season. He's known mostly for his speed, as most closers are, and he's well rested. He throws a 4-finger and the curveball. And let's see if Smack can do something. Nice breaking pitch, fouled off first base, third base line. Souvenir, 0-1 the count. Hard hit to Dexteris, who picks it up off the ground, makes a nice lofty throw to first for that first out. 2 pitches, 1 out, and the Beewolves are 2 away from their 3rd straight win. But Sloop Whippity standing in the way now. He's 1 for 3. Whippity, a good contact hitter. Breaking pitch misses low. 1-0 the count to Whippity. That one's high, fouls it off. We're even at 1 apiece. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th, 12-1 Beewolves. Hard hit off the hands, fouled. 1-2 now. Avery's ahead of him. Number 45 winds up, throws it. Breaking pitch, roller to Knox, picks it up, tosses to first. 2 down, Pete. We're well, 1 to go. And the fans are starting to leave for the parking lot because Daniel Yoshida's 0 for 3 and not looking like he's going to go 1 for 4. First pitch, breaking pitch misses low, as is tradition. And it's 1-0 the count to Daniel Yoshida. 8th pitch, fouled off the net. We're even at 1 apiece. Fans still giving him something. There's a roller to Freddie Knox, picks it, whips it to first, ends the game, Pete. And the Beewolves take another, their 3rd straight, all really one-sided games.
Yes, sir. Very one-sided. That's what these games are.
That is some commentary right there. Well, the Beewolves just nailed it. Only 2 innings they didn't score. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth before the Buzzards finally put one on the board. Their only one. Neither team scores in the 5th. Then the Beewolves pick up 1-6. Nobody in the 7th. 3 more in the 8th. 1 in the 9th. 12 runs on 21 hits to the Buzzards. 1 run on 5. And that's a defensive team.
Yeah. We beat them up. We beat them up pretty good. Again, it was, first of all, you can't take anything from the Beewolves offense. The offense was killer today. I mean, they hit 4 home runs on the day. That's a huge day. You're talking about 12 RBIs. So, I mean, guys picking up base runners, which is something we talked about during the season. A lot of solo home runs, but we got a lot of RBIs off of base hits and whatnot. So, I mean, they did everything they needed to do offensively. Then you throw on top of that Frangipani, who really kind of had an amazing game today. I was really hoping she would have got into the double digits on strikeouts, but 8 is a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah.
And she held them to only 5 hits. I know that Smack came in the 9th and 3 up, 3 down, but she went 8 innings and only gave up 5 hits and 1 run. That's a stellar performance from your pitcher. The defensively, they played well. I stole a base. I mean, when you get that happening, things are going your way. So just a great all-around game. Now, if the Beewolves can continue to play like that through the rest of the season, I think they're going to put some pressure on some people. They'll be in the hunt.
Yeah, boy, and guys like Dextero's going crazy, 4 for 5, adding to his home runs. He's pushing 400 on his average. Banks goes 3 for 5, Franco 3 for 6. Even then, Benny Ballmer comes in and goes 3 for 4.
Yeah, hitting 429 for coming off the bench. That's what you want.
Gets a home run. Poke Foster 2 for 5, gets a home run.
Yeah. And those guys, like I say, those 2 guys haven't hit a home run all season. So, big home runs at the time you need them. Hopefully this means they'll maybe hit with a little bit more power as we come down the stretch here. Yeah. Then you go over on the other side, and you got the Bunterson with 1 hit, McCormick with 2 hits, Whoopity with a hit, and Borgnar with a hit. And that's it.
Yeah.
That was it. So you got 4 players and 5 hits.
And Mustachio and Yoshida both go 0 for 4. Really, McCormick, the star, is the only one who puts something kind of respectable. He goes 2 for 4. With Yoshida, well, he gets an RBI somehow. Oh, he must have been thrown out, but he hit somebody in, so.
And then everybody, the Bigsby, who only had 1 at bat, McCormick and Sloop Whoopity are the only 3 players that didn't have a strikeout. Everybody else in the lineup struck out at least once. Trunk struck out twice. So.
Oh wow! Yeah. Well, pitching, Frangipani gets the win, which is great. She goes 8 innings, only gives up 5 hits, 1 earned run, and most importantly, she adds 8 Ks to her strikeout, which I think should put her in the front for now. Her ERA sinks to a 4.73. She's now 5-3 on the season. And then Smack Avery comes in, throws just 1 inning, but does what he needs to do, gives up nothing. His ERA is at a 3.27, and he's 1-4 on the season.
Yeah, maybe I should have had Japani at least throw a couple of pitches so that Avery could have qualified for. Well, I don't know because the game was out of hand. So
yeah,
but I would have liked to have seen him pick up another save, but it was never in jeopardy. Shania Burns came in for the Buzzards, and she was. That was another thing that just really kind of helped the Beewolves. She was not 100% when she started the game. They left her in for 3 long innings, and it was obvious from the first inning she just didn't have it.
Yeah.
She just was not going to have a good day. She gave up 12 hits, 7 earned runs. She did tally 2 strikeouts, but she also gave up 2 home runs, and that's really the game right there.
Yeah.
The Buzzards never got over that 7. Her ERA drops to 5.68, and her record falls to 2 wins and 3 losses. Meek commonly came in. He pitched 3 innings. He only gave up 2 hits, 1 earned. He did walk 2 batters. His ERA is at 2.6, and his record remains 1-0-1. Max Texas came in, their A- relief pitcher. He pitched an inning and a third, gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs. 1 walk, gave up 1 home run. So again, the Beewolves kind of beat him up a little bit. He leaves with an ERA of 2.7, and his record remains 6 wins, 1 loss. Dak Singh, the closing pitcher, he came in, pitched an inning in the third himself. He gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 1 home run. His ERA is at a 6.2. His record, 2 wins, 2 losses, 9 saves. And then Bowler pitched a third. He gave up 1 hit. His ERA is at a 2.57, and his record remains 2 wins and 2 losses.
Boy.
3 stars of the game. The first star, of course, it's going to be superstar shortstop Hanley Dexter's 4 for 5 with a home run, a double, an RBI, and he scored 4 runs. You know, one of the best leadoff hitters right now in the game, I think.
Yeah, boy, it's great to see him turn it around and at a good time too. Second star of the game is someone you don't usually even see playing, so it's good to see him get out there and get on as a star. The C+ ranked backup, Benny Ballmer, played left field today in place of Buster Biggs, who's struggling, and boy, was that a good selection. Benny Ballmer goes 3 for 4, gets a home run of his own, his first and only, gets a triple, a double, an RBI, and 2 runs. What a day.
Yeah, and I really was hoping he would get that single. We could see but like I say, I don't think I've ever seen a player hit for the cycle, a home run, a triple, a double, and and coming up his last 2 times at bat, all he needed was that single, and you're thinking, boy, that's the easiest of all of them. You got the home run, you got the triple and the double, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. But the third star of the game, Laura Franco, the first baseman, she has a good game, goes 3 for 6 with a home run, 3 RBIs, and 2. She scores 2 runs. So way to go, Beewolves. It was all Tommy today. 13 hits, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs, 1 great catch, 1 stolen base, 3 strikeouts for a contribution of 57%. I had 8 hits, and that's a surprise to me. 8 hits, I had 3 RBIs, 1 great catch, 1 stolen base. I had 5 strikeouts, so I did contribute a little bit, and it was 43%. But once again, I'm hitting, I'm hitting it. And it's bouncing off that back wall, but it's just I can't get it up high enough to get it over the wall.
Boy, yeah. Well, yeah. So post-game show, wow. I mean, look at and we have 32 games between our next game. Yeah. Anything could happen. But I just wanted to check the league leaders real quick, and Hanley Dexter's is still the top-ranked player in the league right now, which is great. Now Julian McCormick, who we saw today, who didn't have a bad day, he's 3rd. So, that's it. And then you got Hercules Bentley, another Phoenix player down there at 10th, so it's good for them. Batting averages, we have 4 of the top 10.
I believe it. Yeah, we're hitting pretty well right now.
Julian McCormick on there.
Yeah. And Hanley Dexter's has now jumped up into 3rd place on the home run leaderboard, so, tied with Gertrude Potter and behind Huffley Buffler and Jock Sports.
Yeah, just 1 ahead of Julian McCormick. We had 12, but Julian.
That was the big thing. Is Julian McCormick? Like I said, we didn't keep him off the score sheet, but we didn't let him do much more. I think he just singled. He had a couple singles on the day, but that was about it. So, I'll take it. I'll take it.
On base percentage, we have the 2 best on base percentages in the league, and then Gina Torrance up there on number 10. And then let's see if we go to hits. Hanley Dexter is now leading the league in hits by 4 ahead of Huffy Buffalo, and then BK McStevens and Billy LeBoink right behind that, and Julian McCormick.
Extra base hits. Hanley Dexter is tied for first with Julian McCormick, and again, Hanley Dexter comes up big. He got a double, a home run. Those are extra base hits, So,
yeah. I'm surprised we don't see Fred Giapati on the strikeouts there anymore, though. I guess with all those games in the middle.
No, that's batter striking.
Oh, those are strikeouts. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Ugh. Nick Flores, 42.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yvette Victorino, Dick Berger, they're both, and Wedge Wagner, all on that list.
Oh, boy.
That's
three dogs.
Yeah.
It's a 3-dog night. So runs scored. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'll say Handley's crossed the plate more than anybody at 40.
Laura Franco on that list as well.
Look at those stolen bases. Everyone's just pretending. And Yoink Sacks is just crushing them. Making everyone look stupid. Gina Torrance is tied for third for stolen bases, but she's first in being caught.
Yeah. Well, you can't win if you don't try.
Right.
So.
There you go. You have to cast a wide net.
It's better. Yeah, it's better to have more stolen bases than be caught stealing more often.
True.
Beavis Ortiz with wins. He's got 6 wins on the season.
Tied for second, and he's playing next, right?
Yeah.
So he can get up there and tie Chuck.
No, Deshaun Levant is next.
Levant.
Beavis Ortiz is our second string. Strikeouts, Frangipani, first place, 62.
Nice.
One more than Ace Von Acesen.
Yeah.
Beavis Ortiz on there too.
Last season it was Bender. Now it's Frangipani taking a ride. All right. Well, okay. So that looks good. Yeah. So wow. So the schedule now. Looking at the schedule.
And the big thing is, when you look at the season standings, the Beewolves now 20-18 with a 5.26 winning percentage. They're 3 games back, but their run differential has now leapfrogged up to plus 19.
Yeah. So we're tied for third now with the Water Bullets. Only 3 games back. And yeah, if you look at the wild card standings now, we're 1 game back. It's the Herbisaurs, and both us and the Water Bullets are ahead 1 game back. And, well, I guess Water Bullets are ahead just because they have 1 less loss than us.
Yeah.
But other than that, they get 1 more loss, and we got the run differential on them. So we're making.
And again, we've got 32 games before our next one. So we'll have to keep an eye on what happens there.
Yeah. Well,
because the Water Bullets got at least 2 games. Yeah, the Water Bullets have 2 games before our next game, and I think the Herbisaurs are the same. I think they have at least 1. I know.
Well, yeah, our next game, we're going to fly out to the West Coast again, go to Oakland, California, to play the Outlaws for the one and only time this season. How the Outlaws doing there in the standings?
The Outlaws are, let's see. Outlaws are 20, middle of the pack. They're 20-15 on the season with a winning percentage of 5.71. They're 3 games back of the Wild Pigs with a run differential of plus 8.
So that's a good matchup for us. So we can.
Yeah.
That could be one we should win. We got Devon going against Campos. So it'll be a good game for Devon to pitch. Yeah, before then we head down to Florida and out to Seattle. All right.
Yep, and then after the Outlaws, we got the 4 important games.
Yeah.
Water Bullets, Herbisaurs, and then 2 against the Sirloins, and again we want to keep rolling along here.
Yep. All right. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left.
Yep.
All right. Well, until then, we'll catch you.
Do we want to look at the news?
The news. Yeah.
Is there any news after that big win? Oh, there's a
whole ton of news. Okay, let's see. I'll start it with the first piece of news. Typhoon Mahoney gets signed to the Burners, replacing Kyson Lowbrow. So Kyson Lowbrow was the A- ranked 34-year-old center fielder outfielder. He was, known mostly for his arm. He's a real good contact hitter as well. Kyson was making $10,300,000 a year. What looks to be a financial move. They go with the 28-year-old left fielder, Typhoon Mahoney, who's a C ranked. Way less power, way less contact. She's better at speed. She's younger and faster. But other than that, she's down in everything else. She makes $1.6 million a year, so she may be just filling in there.
Yes, sir. And then over there for the what are those?
The Blowfish.
Blowfish. There you go. The Blowfish. Bartholomew Draculo offended a Blowfish coach and was replaced by Blade Stevenson.
Wow.
So they get rid of Bartholomew Draculo, who's a 32-year-old B-ranked starting pitcher.
Not a bad pitcher from the stats there.
No, and he was making $6,800,000. They pick up superstar, 23-year-old superstar starting pitcher, relief pitcher, Blade Stevenson. Stevenson with a 99 velocity, 73 junk, and 98 accuracy. He's got 28 power and 18 connect, and he's known as a composed pitcher. But they jettisoned Dracula, was making $6,800,000 so that they could pay Blade Stevenson $20,300,000.
Yeah, the 23-year-old super hot pitcher and he's going to be in the league for a while. I mean, he could be in for another 15 years and make it 20.3. Now that's a playoff move. That's getting somebody for the postseason. That's what that is.
Yes, sir.
And Anya O'Neill offended a Gold Coast coach. It was replaced by Carlito Salas. So Salas, I thought he used to play for the Gold Coast. Like he was released, maybe he was picked back up. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, O'Neill was a C-plus ranked 29-year-old first basewoman, known mostly for her power, but she also had a good arm, which makes sense. She's a good contact hitter as well. She was making $3.5 million a year, so she's solid at first base. But they drop her for the 32-year-old right fielder catcher, Carlito Salas, who's also C-plus ranked. He's only a 44 power, but he's 49 contact, so he's solid at the plate. He's faster though. He's a better fielder, and he's got a better arm. So he's got bad jumps, but they pick up mostly, I think, a more rounded player for less money. He's making $3.3 million.
Yep. And then we got player development available for Eliza Peck. She's got yoga classes. It's a new training opportunity for her. She has the ability to pick up 1 on her speed and a possible 3 or a 10% chance of picking up 8 on her fielding. That only costs $383,500.
The most expensive yoga classes
ever.
Gordon Fruitwell offended a Burners coach. What the heck? And was replaced by Chili Little. My boy, right. Chili. All right, yeah. Chili used to play for the Herbivores before he was let go. It's good to see him get backed up. The 30-year-old Fruitwell was a B-minus ranked center fielder, outfielder, known mostly for his speed, with a fair arm to it. A good contact hitter. He was making $6.1 million a year. He's replaced by the 33-year-old Chili Little. Chili, the C-ranked right fielder, outfielder, known mostly for his power. Big power hitter. Not great contact though. So he's either hitting it hard or he's not hitting it at all. He's got good speed, fielding, and arm though. So he, if he could do something about that contact, he'd really be tough. But Chili's making $1.5 million a year, so good to see him land in Hawaii for the Burners. Let him burn.
That's right. And then Ruby Green's leg has started to cramp up when running too fast, so she's dropped 1 on her speed. She's lost 1 on her speed. She's gone from 55 to 54, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, Tommy.
Well, and there's some player development possibilities. There's an Eliza Peck one. There's a Benson Rushmore one. Buster Biggs, Tats Belfort, Deshaun Levon. I think last time we were leaning towards Deshaun or Tats, but I don't know. What do you think about these options?
Deshaun or Tats. +6 on the junk, and that's +2, +5 on the possibility, +15. He's 27. 10% chance to gain K-Dud. That doesn't make me very happy.
It's only a 10% chance.
Yeah.
And he's pitching in the next game.
He's 27. I'd be okay with going with Deshaun Levon, I guess.
All right. So you sure you want to purchase concealed pine tar for $995,200? You're going to say yes, and we're going to see what happens. Rolling the dice. He successfully concealed it. He gets the +2 on the velocity and +5 on the accuracy, and he avoids being the K-Dud. All right, that's good. So his stats then bump up now. He's a 48 velocity, 41 junk, 73 accuracy. So he's good and accurate. And So a little faster, a lot more accurate. Good move there. Good move. Okay. All right, well, we better call it quits then. So we will then see you out on the West Coast for the next game in Oakland against the Outlaws. Until then, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, get out of here.